What's going on, everybody? Alex here, Nickens Lawn and Landscape. So in yesterday's video, I was talking about getting organized, getting the shop cleaned up, kind of taking inventory, doing what I needed to do. So first thing this morning, I got up and that's pretty much what I did. I started going through that shelf, getting everything cleaned out and just getting organized, figuring out exactly what I got. Hey guys, if you're new, be sure to consider subscribing. We post a lot of lawn care and landscaping related stuff, equipment, and work. So if you're interested in any of that, hit that subscribe button. So this is what it's looking like now. I moved this shelf off the back wall and made an L right there. So I got kind of a little nook right here. And this is what I'm gonna use whenever I'm working on stuff. And I left all the Kawasaki parts in here. I got all those on that shelf over there. But these two shelves are pretty much everything that was on them. I just kind of reorganized that and got everything put where it needs to be. I got all the Meyer stuff together, all the truck stuff together, all the Bobcat stuff together. So I've got everything organized. I know where stuff is. And then I've got all the machines over here. Some of this stuff's going to be going up for sale. Selling a tiller, sod cutter, walk behind aerator, and maybe a couple of these spreaders. Selling this blue spreader right here. I'm just gonna get this corner cleaned up and make it to where hopefully we can get the truck and trailer in here. So gonna be getting rid of a lot of this stuff, and some stuff's gonna be going up on the shelves. So hopefully we'll be able to get a truck and trailer in here, but we got it pretty organized back here, looking good, feeling good about that. So with that being done and kind of off my mind, or partially done and off my mind, I'm thinking about 2019 season and kind of what direction we're going. That's why I'm looking into this equipment, figuring out what needs to stay, what needs to go, but just kind of trying to decide, you know, exactly where we want to go. And where we want to go and where we can go is two different things. We've been having a lot of success in the past couple of years, so our growth really is... It's not about how much we want to grow, it's about where we want to put a stop to it, because at some point you got to, unless you want to blow up and be huge, which we don't. I tried that. I tried getting bigger, tried taking on more accounts, and tried finding good employees, and it's almost impossible. Needle in a haystack is an understatement. So I don't really want to grow anymore. I want to fine-tune what we have. I want to make it to where eventually I can upgrade all this equipment, upgrade everything, and have new equipment under warranty where I don't have to spend all my time working on stuff like I did this year. This year I did a lot of repairs, burned a lot of time doing that. So my focus going forward is going to be full service lawn care accounts where we trim bushes, we do mulch, we do the fertilizing. I don't know how far I'm going to go into the fertilizing. I may sub that out or just give that away. I don't know, but right now I'm thinking full service. I'm thinking one customer, multiple different jobs throughout the year, leaf cleanup, aeration and overseeding, all that good stuff is what I want. I don't want to be dealing with 300 people. I want to deal with 100 people, and I want to have very good customer base. I don't want really the people anymore where you mow their grass once a week and that's what they expect you to do. They don't want anything else done. You mow their grass for 28, 32 weeks, whatever it may be, and that's all you talk to them. I don't want that. I want the people that call you whenever they want their gutters cleaned out. They call you whenever they have weeds in their flower beds. They call you when a plant dies and they want it replaced. They call you, like I said, for leaf cleanup, whatever, anything. I want multiple jobs from one customer, as many jobs as possible. I'll do it all if they want it all done. I'll come there once a week throughout the winter if that's what they want and check on the place. I just want as many jobs as possible with one customer. Keep the customer base small, but keep it plentiful. I want a lot of stuff going on, but I don't want to be dealing with 1 million people. So that's kind of our focus, and I definitely want to, the hardscapes is going to be a big part of our focus. I'm thinking 2 days on maintenance, being mowing and shrubs and mulch and whatever, all that stuff. Maybe a little bit more in the spring, maybe 3 or 4, but we tend to work 7 days a week in the spring. So maybe a little bit more in the spring, and maybe a little bit more in the fall doing aerations and leaf removal. But throughout the summer, for the majority of the year, I like to be about 2 days on maintenance and do the 3 or 4 days on the installs. I want to do the hardscaping, the retaining walls, the patios, all that good stuff. Thinking about trying to get into lighting this year, landscape lighting. There's a big, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess opportunity. Big opportunity when you're installing landscapes, when you're installing hardscapes. You're already under the ground. You're already tearing stuff up. Landscape lighting, in my eyes, and from the people I've talked to, it's kind of a no-brainer. When you're already that far, when you're already digging, when you're already selling the customer a big job, it's an easy upsell. And I'm not saying that just to make my pockets bigger, but it's also really good for the customer. Landscape lighting is something that not everyone has, and when a home has it, it can really define that home and transform that home, make it look a lot better. So it is an upsell, it is putting more money in your pocket, but it's also giving the customer a better end result, which is what it's all about, right? That's why they're hiring you. That's why you're the professional. We're the professionals. They're not. So for us to be able to say, hey, look, we can add this lighting. I know, we're already at budget, or, whatever. I know you don't want to spend any more. You can't spend any more. Maybe they're perfectly happy with the way everything looks, but you just go, hey, look, check it out. These are the lights that I can install. This is how much it's going to cost. Not trying to pressure you into anything, but we're already disturbing the ground. We're already here. We're already spending a week or two at your property. Why not, go ahead and add this to your landscaping and make it that much better. So that's something that we've really been thinking into, but more or less what I really want to do is really define everything that we have, keep the good customers, maybe get rid of some of the other customers. I'm going to focus more closer to the shop. I'm not going to branch out as far for mowing this year and for maintenance as we did in the past couple years. Spent a lot of time driving, so I'm going to minimize some of that drive time and try to maximize our time. Our feet are on the ground actually working, making money, bringing in the money. You guys know windshield time, you're not making any money. So not only are you burning it, but you're burning the opportunity to make it. So it's a double whammy. I don't like windshield time. So we're pretty much, let's say my house is the center and we're at a square. I'm going to do 3 or 4 towns. So I'm going to go to the corners of that square and do around my base. I'm not going to go too far away, and I'm basically going to do a radius around, or think of it as a circle. I'm going to do a radius around my base. So my base is dead center. I'm going to do about 10, maybe 12 miles around my shop, and that's going to be as far as our maintenance goes, but I'm going to saturate those areas. I'm going to go yard sign crazy this spring. I'm going to be ordering probably hundreds of yard signs, not 800, hundreds, and really saturate the area. I'm going to put a lot of different things on the signs. I'm not just going to go with one sign. There's going to be different signs, but they're all going to have the same theme. So when someone sees that sign, they know that's a Nickens sign. And whatever we may be offering on that sign, like I said, that's going to vary, but it's going to have a theme, and I'm really hoping that it's going to do what we want. I just moved into, not a new area, but I did move to a new town whenever I bought my property and bought my shop, and previously I was not doing any work in that town, so it's kind of like coming to a new area. So I did a little bit of work in that area, I should say, not much at all though. So it's kind of like coming to a new spot and trying to establish yourself, which I already had to do where I lived before. It was only about 10 minutes away, but I didn't really I moved south, and whenever I lived in the other town, I only went north. I never really came south. I tried to keep everything north, and now that I live here, I'm going to be pushing a little bit more south, and I'm going to, that stuff that I was doing up north, I'm not going to be doing anymore. I'm getting rid of a lot of that. It's just too far away now. Adding another 10 minutes, it's not the end of the world, but you figure 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back, that's 20 minutes a day with 2 people in the truck. That's 40 minutes a day, and then if you forget something, that can be another 20 to 40 minutes. So for me, I really just want to tighten everything up. I want to stay as close as we can to home base. I want to upgrade our equipment. I want to be working with newer equipment. That's the goal, at least. Get things to where we're in a rotation, upgrade maybe every 5 years. And we're doing good on that on the smaller stuff. You know, being a young business, it's not easy to just go out and buy new stuff, but we've got new mowers now, we've got new blowers, we've got new weed eaters. But some of this stuff's old. We bought the aerator, is pretty used. Our spreader sprayer for the fertilizer is pretty used. Both of those have 700 hours plus. The plate compactors are used. The excavator's used. The skid loaders are used. The trucks are used. So we're doing good, but there's definitely room for improvement, and that's what we're really going to try to push for this year, is just, I guess, more thoroughly establishing everything, and just try to upgrade. That's what we're doing. Try to upgrade our equipment, maybe upgrade a few customers, but really just go hard on the stuff we have and just focus on that. That's our plan. I'm not trying to slow growth down by tightening up my area. I'm just trying to maximize my profit. So if for 1 year, maybe 2 years, we don't do as much work because we're tightening up our area and building in those areas, that's fine. I know for a fact there's plenty of work where I'm wanting to focus in on. It's not a lack of work. It's just, you know, establishing yourself and getting more. For us, it's going to be establishing our landscape side of things. We did a lot of mowing in the past, so everyone knows that we mow grass, which, like I said, we're going to continue to do, but we're going to make sure that we only take on the right properties for mowing, and we're not going to take everything that comes our way. That's for dang sure. And we're just going to keep it really tight to home, and that way, if it rains or whatever, and we have a landscape job, we can come home after our landscaping job and still go out and mow a few and not have to burn a bunch of fuel going, you know, 20 minutes away. So if we have a few that are, you know, 5-10 minutes away, if we can go one evening and knock out 5, you know, and just start chipping away at them that way, then that's going to be fine. But I don't want to have to turn down landscaping to do the mowing. So that's my main concern, and I think if we stay close to home, yeah, we may have to work some late nights, some early mornings, but we always do. I mean, it's landscaping. You got to expect that. And I think the closer we stay to home, the better we'll be able to service our customers, and the better we'll be able to service ourselves. And remember, windshield time, you're not making any money. So the closer you can stay to home, the more money you're going to be making, and the more time you're going to be able to spend at home, which is a good thing. And even if it's 30 minutes a day, hey, that's 30 minutes a day. 2.5 hours a week, I can find a lot of things to do with 2.5 hours a week. So that's our plan for 2019, guys. If you got any suggestions, guys, or comments, concerns, whatever, please leave those down in the comments below. We'd appreciate any feedback we can get. We're just trying to do the best we can here, guys. We're not professionals at this. I've been in business for 6 years. This will be going on 7 years. And yeah, we're doing good, but I'm not a seasoned vet by any means. So if there are any seasoned vets out there that have any good information, please leave that down in the comments. It'll help us greatly. All right, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let us know what you thought. And I'll see you in the next one.